We are building this thing and it is robust.
Share it. Let's share it, man. Let's share it. Let's tell them.
Here we are, and it's very honest.
And you are in the free forever. Awesome. Sounds good. Let's jump into it. So today we have
absolutely love it. And yeah, look.
Rule your day and make it simple.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for Rule Your Day. Like, comment, tell us how we're doing. Today we have we're going to talk about three things, and Brian will tell us a little bit more details about them. One, we're going to check the Google Calendar sync for the pro users that we're going to launch soon, and then we're going to actually try to sync the calendar and vibe code that one, the Google Calendar. And thirdly, maybe talk about Black Friday and AI Task Brain. Brian, how are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm great, man. Great. So tell us what we're going to do today.
Yeah. So the very first thing we're going to do, we've had this Google Calendar sync thing that has been kind of on our to-do list. Again, we want to tackle some big things and rule our day. That's our big plan today. We got a plan we're going to formulate, execute on that plan, and then we're going to talk about some Black Friday promos. And you're going to have to wait, unfortunately, until next week to get all the deals. But we've got some really cool stuff that we're going to kind of put out there for everyone.
Awesome. Sounds good. Let's jump into it. So first, we're going to talk about the Google Calendar. I have a question. How do you see the Google Calendar implemented in there? I do have my vision, but I just want to hear your vision.
Yeah. So the thing that I'm thinking as far as the Google Calendar sync on it, part of the one thing that I think would be really helpful is to be able to at least see what I have up on my calendar and be able to, be it with the AI Task Brain we're considering doing, or doing it manually, understanding what I have on my calendar, what priorities should I really be focusing on, and then narrowing that down to here's the things that I need to put on to rule your day.
So basically, when they go to the Rule Your Day, they sign in and they will be able to sync it, and then they see everything that's scheduled on the schedule, right? Do you want the users to move things on our dashboard that it will sync back to their own calendar? Like they manage their calendar on our platform. Is that something that we want to do?
I think it's potential. The guiding principle, though, I think in Rule Your Day is we want to make sure that it's simple. And again, it's not a task management software. This is just a prioritization software. So if it could sync bidirectionally, that'd be kind of cool. I think at the very least, at a minimum viable product, just being able to see what I have coming up on the calendar and then being able to pull some of those tasks or kind of copy paste. If I had X number of tasks on there, if I could say, here's task one that I know I need to be focused on today, let's move that over into Rule Your Day. That way it's less effort for me to take what I have on my calendar and then pull that into Rule Your Day.
What's on my calendar?
And what's my focus?
Yeah, and what's my focus? Two-way sync.
I think those are the main things, is just being able to see what's on my calendar and then pull that over into Rule Your Day, converting it to a task or to a priority. So the one thing that we would probably need to think through on that would be, is it a top priority or is it a secondary task? And what needs to be converted? Is it just the name, or are we pulling in additional details?
So it's going to be a priority or secondary. That's what we want to do today. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and put it on Spec with research and plan. And here's the prompt. We're working on a new feature. I would like you to research it and give me a full detailed plan on it. What we're trying to do is connecting a Google Calendar, and on the calendar dashboard, what we have when people log in. First of all, this is going to be a pro for the paid users. It's not going to be a free users. The user will connect their calendar to see all the events on that timeline. maybe we could have a two-way sync. I would like you to research this on the API and what's the possibility we could do. And the user have to convert, or we were looking into converting a calendar event to a task, basically. And when they click on it, switch it to a task, they have to choose if they want it to be as a priority task for the day or the secondary task of the day. So that's my thoughts. I would like you to research it, give me your input and your thoughts and your suggestions. Maybe there is something that we're missing right here. And ask as many questions as you want until you are 90%, 99% sure that you have a great plan. And then don't execute anything, don't change anything right now. I just want you to discuss it and fire all the agents that we need to discuss this, do all the research, and then come with a solid plan with me for the MVP that we're working on right now. So here's what we need. Okay, let's see the code. Thank you for, let's go to the top. Excellent. I've conducted, okay, I've analyzed your code base. So I agree with all recommendation. That's it. That's my favorite part.
Something kind of fun that I'm working with is, so I had a time tracker, and basically what this is doing is it's looking at my day to day, and what it's doing is it's tallying up. So I have each one of these days here. This is just basic spreadsheet stuff, right? And it's kind of like the time component of Rule Your Day. But what I'm doing is I'm editing this so that I can kind of see where I'm spending my time throughout the day. Is it on sleep, rest, work, personal? Is it intentional, reactive, or wasted time? Right? Is it something I planned? Is it something that came up and was like, oh shit, this kind of came up? Now, this thing, the actual guts behind it, it's not mine. It's actually a program that I'm taking through a coach and consultant. I'm happy to drop her name if that helps, but it's been very, very helpful to me. The one thing that with this that has been interesting, what I ended up coding out with this, is that rather than just having it with the time blocks, kind of like on Rule Your Day, where we see here's 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. How are you spending your time? What this is doing is it tracks where I'm at during a particular day and what am I actually doing. So I do have a couple things. The 31st, obviously, that's coming up here. So, but I do have a couple things that I know are already on schedule that I can't miss. They're scheduled out. What I am looking at, and what's been interesting to see, is that I do have some in my habits and kind of how I'm tracking the time. Most of the stuff, as you can see, is very intentional on what I am doing throughout the day. I have, however, had a couple things that come up that have been reactive, or on the 28th, which was what, like Monday, Tuesday, I did have a fair amount of time that I kind of screwed around. But you're going to see that it's tracking how I'm spending my day. Is it, am I doing work-life balance? Yeah.
Yeah, you probably answered that. I need to pay attention. But how do you log your time on this?
So it's just manual. I just go in and I check it that
Oh man,
this is, checkbox. Was this work? Was this personal? Was it rest? Was it sleep? As you can see, I don't sleep. I'm a machine.
you don't.
But
What's
there
it?
have been things that I've had some downtime, spent some time, rest out. This is all with spent it with my kids and had a good time, over the weekend with them. Outside of that, though, what this really points out to me, and being, completely vulnerable and transparent, is I tend to work a lot more than I probably should. So this really kind of, it helps me see what is it that I'm actually doing with my day,
I
and
love
Rule Your Day. One
that.
of the things that I'm looking at is how can I better balance this? Because this actually does show me the green is all of my personal tasks throughout the day. Blue is my
Mm,
work tasks, and how much time am I allocating toward each one of those? And then how much time am I, the 22nd? fantastic day, 0 reactive stuff. I've had a couple things that came up and it was like wasn't planning on spending that much time on a particular topic or task, but here we are and it's very honest and transparent on, yeah, I wasn't planning on something going over time, but it did. And then we have
Hmm.
some stuff where it's like, did I actually do anything or was it kind of wasted time? I had a couple clients here that no call, no showed.
How can we improve what we have on Rule Your Day?
So I
Because
think
on
that's
Rule
where, and that's kind of what I'm showing this for here is if we have the time distribution. I know we have stuff where it's the time. So yeah, you have the distribution
so
there. I think what helped me at least kind of visualize this is what does that look like over the entire day? So a singular, instead of saying it's 2 hours on this, 2 hours on this, it almost is a percentage where at the very least with my graph here, you're seeing like most of my time is very intentional. I
mm,
do have some stuff that comes up that has been reactive, which is on the right graph, the red one, which is like a meeting went over, or I had a unexpected client call that came in and I had to take, right? Stuff that's not on my schedule, but I have to address. You'll notice though that like for the most part, a good like well over half, if not 2/3 of my time is very planned out.
nice. This is beautiful. I love this, and it's great that it's actually coming in a line of what we're doing today with the event. Because what we have right now, that's going to be what we have right now. It's basically, correct me if I'm wrong, but you put the category right here, right on the time block that we have,
Yep.
and you put the time, and then this change based on the
Yes.
self-care, family, and work. Now, since we're revamping all of this. I don't know what's going to happen with this, right?
Yep.
Then
It
probably the second prompt would be, whatever I have on my calendar, maybe a button that gives convert them to categorize it based on self-care or family or work.
And one thing that I think may help and kind of clean up that UI right there is
Yeah.
this is my entire last week, right? But if you look at the category section of what we've got, you could even put this in a singular line where it just breaks it out via, work instead of having it broken out like 2 hours on self-care, 3 hours on priority tasks, 1 on work. You could have it in a single line that then is segmented by color. If
Oh, okay. I see that.
so
Yeah.
if
We
if
could
you
have a
look
better
at the
UI.
histogram on mine,
Definitely.
you can see like on the 29th, I roughly had like maybe an eighth of it that was rest time or downtime. A good chunk of that, probably half of that other time was work, and then the other half was personal. But you could probably just aesthetically clean that where it's a single line and broken out by work,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, but the challenge I was thinking definitely that UI tip will definitely look better. But what I was trying because doing it manually, I mean, not everybody is a superhero in sheets like you are, so it's so easy for you. But I'm trying if we could do it in a way that one button click that give you everything for today, the events. Do you
Yep.
just assign each one to which it's still manually doing it, but in a way just a click so you don't have to type
Yeah,
it
it's
or
a
you don't
click,
have
so you're not having to do it. Basically, the way that this is set up though is on the back end, it's exactly like what you're looking at where it's a time like 8 AM, 8:30 AM, or you could break it out into 15-minute segments or whatever. But what you're doing is um it basically is you can mark it off as like, yes, this was either planned or unplanned. That gets into definitely more of the minutia with it, but seeing visually like what's your plan and what are you doing today. So one thing that I noticed and I thought was really interesting, I ran some review requests. So I was auditing a GBP. So what I did is I analyzed a GBP, and what I came across, and I thought this was interesting, is that when I started plotting out data, this is the thing that I love about spreadsheets or graphs or any of the data visualization. It really locks in the idea of, hey, let me take a look at what's actually going on here and see what happens. So you can see that based on the date range, this is what we looked at. I have a gap range of these particular review submissions. And what was interesting is that there's key anomalies, right? Go look at that. And then there's another anomaly about time of day. So what's interesting is that you can see this and it picks out specific anomalies here with the reviews. So like this was something that immediately stuck out to me. Odd times of when the reviews were happening. Key gaps, right?
Okay.
From here to here, there's a 10 plus month gap where no reviews were submitted. And so that's really, really interesting here. Here, like there's a big gap at where reviews are either being submitted or not submitted. And I think that that's where you can start analyzing and you can do things with like vibe coding to determine what's actually going on with a particular event, you know, or whatever. You're able to visually see this and much more effectively than if you were just to look at the specific, you know, data on a data, like a piece by piece information. Again, nothing crazy or new. This is just data visualization. We've been able to do this with things like spreadsheets or, you know, bash, Python scripting, different things like that. You're able to do this. It's just, I think that this is something that as people become more and more familiar with vibe coding, having these kinds of dashboards where you can visualize the data and really see kind of what's going on and pick out the various anomalies of what's going on, right?
Absolutely. Like, you know, it's that's the first thing I did when the AI came out. And I'm like, I want to visualize my schema. I want to be able to see the schema, be able, you know, there's a lot of tools. I'm like, I don't want to pay $100 for it. So I built mine. So that's
Yep.
how, but yeah, you're right. This visualize, it'll help you a lot to look at the, you know, a bird eye view of whatever you're looking at, you know. I'm a little bit lost with the tasks that it's asking me to do. All of these issues. I mean, there's a big list that it's giving me that I have to let me share. So for today, guys, we got the plan at least, but implementation hopefully next week.
Outstanding.
What else? What else, Brian? What do you think?
So only
Brian?
the last thing that we have here, let me just share my screen here, is we do have the calendar sync. We've got that pulled up here.
Do you have let me share your screen.
There we go. So we've got the calendar sync already pulled up here, or the plan for it. We're going to work on implementing the plan. It's one of those tasks, you know, sometimes you don't get to rule the day completely, but you get as much as you can done. So this is one that we're in the middle of. We have the plan put together. We're going to need to end up implementing the plan, and that's going to take us just a little bit longer than we'd anticipated. Let's talk about some Black Friday promo. Do you want to jump into that, Robbie? I think we should probably tell them. Let's not keep people waiting.
Okay, let's do it. We have a plan. We were debating if we should share it. Let's share it, man. Let's share it. Let's tell them. Everything that you see, guys, on it's free, right? It's everything that
no
you use.
Credit card required. Let's clarify that.
Card required. Yeah, no credit card required. Sign up, connect it even with one click with your Google. I made it so easy. It's a one-click login, and you just go and if you see right here, sign in. You just connect it to your Google. So easy. Just 2 clicks, guys, and you are in the free forever, right? And a free plan. Now, what we're working today with the calendar and future, we're going to work on the Task Brain. We wanted to make it very affordable, me and Brian. We wanted to make it, we don't want to make money off of this. That's not going to pay our, you know, time, valuable Brian's time, my time, and everything for now, right? In the future, maybe if we get 1,000, 100,000, 200,000 subscribers, yes. For now, we want to make it very affordable. Price of a cup of coffee in a nice place, $9 a month.
Right.
And
coffee and a croissant.
Yeah, coffee and croissant. And that's gonna be like, guys, you lock this forever, $9 with all of these features that we have right here. So we only gonna do it for 100 people only, and that's gonna have the Google Calendar sync. You're gonna have the AI Task Brain when it's released, which is gonna talk about it later. We're gonna have an exclusive school or Slack community where we have communicate, with great brains and help each other, motivate each other, and make sure that we, rule our days there. Just a great small community and a lot of productivity tips that Brian, every time I have a call with him, he shares something new with me, and it helps me a lot personally. And we bring other people that help us as well out of this, our network that helping us in productivity tips. So only 100 people, guys, but the only way we're going to release it for the people who sign in first. So today, whenever you watch this video, guys, sign up for free, and we're going to release the price, which is, what do you think? Should we do the 30 or, you know what? 50.
Let's say
50%. Your
50%
mic
off.
is off.
100 people, 50% off.
100 people for 50% off on your yearly plan. So basically you pay $49 a year. That's so cheap, guys. And it's going to have a lot of value too. And think about it, sending it for 100 people, it probably going to pay a couple bills on the hosting and stuff like that. But it's not, it's not making us money again. But the goal here is to create a community that help each other and rule our day first. That's what we want to do. And I don't know if that's my offer. Clear, Brian?
Yeah, I think so. It's step by step, right? We want to make sure people are in here to rule their day. Step one, you have to sign up for an account. It's free, no credit card required. It's just free. Sign up. That's the first step. Step two, be on the call, or at least have the account set up, because we'll be emailing people. The first 100 people for Black Friday, what we're going to do is we're going to be slashing the price from $9 down to, or from 99 a year down to 49 per year. So you're getting it basically half off. It's for 100 people that sign up first, that actually take action to rule their day and take advantage of the pro features. Some other really cool stuff that we have coming up here, but you will lock in that price at that Black Friday deal. So again, only 100 people, but the first thing is you got to set up a free account. So
yeah, we're gonna release it only the people. We're not gonna do it publicly. It's gonna do it an email first. We give them priority for the people who sign up, basically.
absolutely.
And yeah,
All right.
I'm excited. Let's see what anything else for today, Brian.
No,
do you have
we've got 2 out of the 3 tasks, and the last one, the actual calendar sync, is something, again, it's why it's a pro feature. It's going to take it. We are building this thing, and it's robust, right? It's going to be features that you're going to want to have. The free tool works great. Don't get me wrong. The free tool works great. It has helped me stay more productive, but some of the pro features, you're not going to want to miss those.
Absolutely. I'm so excited about it.
Outstanding.
All right, guys. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Brian, for your time, and thank you everybody to watch us to the end. And if you have any questions or concerns, please let us know. We're always available on any platform you guys find us. Reach out to us. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. Do us a favor, like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube.
Click down
and
below.
if you're on Facebook, just like and comment below. And we'll see you on the next one. And happy Halloween, Brian, and happy Halloween for everybody watching.
Take care. Rule your day. Be productive.
Absolutely.